Have you ever wondered how loneliness can affect your mental health? Loneliness is more than just a fleeting emotion. It's a state of being that can have far-reaching effects on our mental well-being. While we all may feel lonely from time to time, chronic loneliness can lead to serious health issues. Scientific studies have begun to unveil the somber correlation between loneliness and mental health disorders. Researchers have found that loneliness can significantly increase the risk of conditions such as depression and anxiety. Furthermore, it's also linked to severe disorders like schizophrenia. But it doesn't stop there. Loneliness can even impact our cognitive health, increasing the risk of Alzheimer's and other types of dementia. Imagine that, a state of prolonged isolation potentially altering the very structure and function of our brains. As you can see, loneliness is not just a feeling of isolation, it's a state that can lead to serious mental health issues. But how exactly does loneliness lead to these mental health disorders? Let's delve into the scientific studies that have been conducted on this topic. Research has shown that chronic loneliness can actually alter the structures and functionality of our brains. It's not just about feeling isolated, it's about how our brain responds to that isolation. When we are lonely, our bodies can trigger a fight or flight stress response. This response is a survival mechanism that prepares us to either stand our ground or make a swift exit. But when this response is triggered by loneliness, it can lead to an overproduction of stress hormones. Over time, this heightened level of stress hormones can wreak havoc on our mental health, leading to disorders such as depression, anxiety, and even schizophrenia. In essence, chronic loneliness can cause a domino effect, triggering a series of biological responses that ultimately lead to mental health disorders. Now that we understand the link between loneliness and mental health, what can we do about it? First and foremost, acknowledging feelings of loneliness is the initial step towards mitigating its effects. Once recognized, we can employ various strategies to combat this solitude. Maintaining social connections is vital. Engage with friends, family, or even join online communities that share your interests. Participation in community activities can also be beneficial. These activities provide an opportunity to interact with others while doing something enjoyable or meaningful. If loneliness feels overwhelming, seeking professional help such as therapists or counselors can be an effective way to manage these feelings. Incorporating mindfulness and self-care practices into your routine can also be beneficial. These practices encourage a focus on the present moment and foster a nurturing relationship with oneself. And finally, remember, loneliness is a state, not a permanent condition. There are ways to alleviate loneliness and its impact on mental health. Seek help if you need it, and remember, you're not alone.